Tonight we'll be doing 3 games as always. Tonight, as you can likely suppose from the title, is Mayhem in Single Valley, Hecdeck, and KByte. Of course, we may end up not actually playing at least one of these if SLI strikes again and causes the stream to hang. But I already checked with Mayhem in Single Valley. That's the headliner, of course, tonight. And it's not going to strike with that game, so yeah. We'll dig in shortly. By shortly, I mean now. I am tapping F. But it's worth. So you don't have to tap F. You have to spam F. Okay. Poor phrasing. Why is it not letting me rebind? The interact button. Excuse me? The less that is said, the better. We are not off to a good start tonight, are we? Well, we're gonna have this be shortened variety stream by the themes of it. This is gonna be a record short variety stream by the looks of it. Cause I'm not having fun. And the thing is that this game is not that hard, it's just tedious. And when a precision platformer is tedious, and the controls are kind of as shonky as they are in this game, you tend to rush. Again, this is just bad design. Oh look, we put a spike up there, lol. Like, what the fuck is with all of these bad precision platformers I've been playing? Like, these are just rage games. Did Celeste teach you nothing? Like, let's talk about the bad design in this game. Okay, for starters... What the fuck are you even supposed to do? Get that one. These clouds, get rid of them. They make it look like some of the level, like, elements of the level are, you know, platforms when they aren't. Get rid of them, they're bad design. Also, the jumping in this game sucks. Or more precisely, the landing on the platforms and then the, like the hang time, I guess you could say, where it's like, or rather like the time between you can jump again. This is just not, like the pixel art's nice, the music's nice, I'll give it that, like I would get the soundtrack, but other than that, you know, this isn't good. This is another bad precision platformer, is all I can say. Just bad design. Like that. Like I hit jump there. I 100% hit jump. The worst thing you can do in a precision platformer is have your inputs be eaten. And then die because of it. Like so. And then for the game to give you an achievement for dying. That makes it feel even worse. Tune in for Planet Cube Edge a first look, because holy shit, that game fucking sucks so hard. I mean, I'm having like even with a bad precision platformer, I'll say when you land it, when you do well, it's always gonna feel good. When you overshoot because the momentum is a bit chonky, though, not really. Again, I'm just intentional, or not even intentionally, but just like, I don't care. I'm not gonna play this game again. I'm gonna immediately uninstall all three of them. Like, after this stream, so like... I don't know what I was... Silence Rose. Again, look at this. This is bad. This is just bad design. Like, look at these fucking clouds and how they're, like... It makes it look like that... Either there is more ground here, or it makes it look like you could die standing, like, here. That's just bad. Get rid of them. Like, yes, they are rendered pretty, like, nicely. I like the clouds as pixel art, but as level design, they're fucking terrible, and they ruin the game. Like, the readability of it. Again, this is not hard. It's just bad, so you don't give a shit and you rush it. And that's the thing, like, a lot of the times people think, like, challenging games, like, challenge is a virtue in itself for games, and it's like, no, like, this is not well-designed challenge, it's badly designed challenge. To where, like, all of the challenge is because the game design is bad, and the game, like, immediately teaches you to disconnect from it and not give a shit. Again, this is not hard. Like, look at this. This is pretty easy precision platforming. But when you don't give a shit, you make mistakes, and then you spiral. And then you have less and less fun with it. So, I mean, this is the most playable game so far. I wouldn't necessarily say the best. Like, in terms of design, again, it's really, like that. Really bad. Like, it just does a lot of shit that I fucking hate. And that Celeste already killed, like, 7 years ago, so why the fuck are we still having games like this? And granted, this game came out, like, quite a few years ago, but still. Planet Cube Edge exists, and that game is far more fucking annoying than this one. Again, just eating the inputs is, like, the worst feeling in a precision platformer. For that exact reason. Like, again, if you take it slowly, this is not difficult at all. This is actually very easy precision platforming. I mean, like, the design of it fucking sucks, so you may just die because, like, again, like, the controls are not responsive. I could do that one. I can't do that one. I can do that one. I lied. That's actually a very easy collectible. And again, like, the things that the game is teaching you, are there gonna be spikes popping up out of these platforms? I don't know. Until I, like, step on them and then fucking find out. Are these spikes gonna go down now? Don't know. Don't really care, to be honest. Like, I'm being harsh, but it's, like, true. Like, again, you already have the map laid out for you. Don't make annoying ragey games, make shit that is actually well designed and kind of graceful. You know, so... yeah, again, you don't fucking know until you actually go ahead and fucking find out. This is not good game design. Lol, I put some spikes there. Like, ooh, so challenging. Like, oh look, let me just stand here and then move. Very challenging. Very interesting game design. What? Look at the fun we're having today. This is what I get for, you know, trying things. Trying new things? Never. Not even once. This could have lived in my mind's eye as just like a cute game, and now I'm just like torturing myself by playing it. Like, again, I don't care. I have disassociated from it. And that's like the worst thing you can do in terms of game design, is make it to where people don't give a shit and just die, like, just die because they don't care. Like, there's no reason why I should have died there if I was caring about not dying. But I don't care about not dying because the game sucks. So, like, I'm just playing it to have footage for me saying I don't like it. Like, again, it's not challenging. You could do this spike run pretty easily if you got the timing down. But I don't care to get the timing down because the game sucks. Like, look at this. This is not hard. And then I just die there at the end because, again, I'm rushing and I don't give a shit. Like, all you have to do is stand, move, stand, move. Again, there's no reason to die there as a player. Other than whatever. Like, if you're being cautious and you're thinking things through, like, there's no reason to have any troubles with that. It's not challenging. It's not interesting either. It's just bad. Again. You just play very slowly and you win. But the timer, you know, tells you, oh yeah, I gotta move real fast. But you don't have to. And in fact, if you do, you're gonna end up dying more. Let's get through level 10, and then say hasta la vista, motherfucker, because like the collectibles are not difficult to get. That was not a difficult thing to avoid dying at. Literally all I had to do was just jump to the side after hitting the brick. But again, you basically already told me, like, not to pay attention. And to just not care. And if the game's not, you know, convincing me, compelling me to care, I'm not going to. Like, is this interesting? Is that an interesting enemy placement in an interesting, like, challenge? No. It's just tedious and boring. Getting the collectible, because again, it's not actually difficult. It's just bad. Bad is not challenging, it is just annoying. Like, haha, I had bad game design. Lol. Like, there's definitely something to, like, trolling players, but this is not exactly the Stanley Parable, is it? So yeah. Would not recommend any of these games at all. There was not a single high point here. Which again is not like what I want from this series. I'm not trying to have this just be the, you know, drag heap. Every one of these games I was interested in. That's why I bought them. I don't like not liking games, especially when they're indie. But if, you know, I gotta fucking say what I think, and I don't like any of them. Like, the art is great in all of them. They all have nice music to one extent or another. But, you know, they're just not good games. So, like, I mean, Heck Deck is just bizarre. Like, it's cute. Let's say some positive stuff. Mayhem in Single Valley, I like the exploration of it. The exploration aspect is fun. The art is really nice. I don't like the text boxes, though. They're pretty bad. But, yeah, it's just kind of annoying. Kind of tedious. Heck Deck is cute, but bizarre and confusing, and doesn't really, you know, convey itself very well, how I'll put it. And then KByte is just badly designed precision platforming. Like, it's not difficult, it's just you get bored and you tune out of the game. So Yeah, this has to be, like, the most overall disappointing. Like, none of these are the worst games I've played in this series, which says a lot for, the games I've played in the series. Like, I'd take any of these over Meat. I'd take any of these over, Neon Blight or Mirador or, um, Vomitorium. What other? Here. Um, fucking Hyper Justice, Grim Horde, um, probably Witchcrafty. Um, yeah, just kind of a bad bunch, though. Like, there was not a highlight here. With the past few, at least, I had Unto the End. Tawaga was interesting. Um, Inglet was really good. Squarekeeper and Temple Snack had their, strengths. Um, Camp Canyonwood was, you know, unfinished, but Stellona and Resource were both really good. Oh, I'd definitely take any of these over fucking Running on Magic and The Call of Grular. Fuck both of those games. But Limelight was a highlight of that. I would rather have a highlight than everything being middle of the road tepidly bad. Like, or just kind of like like that kind of quasi thumbs down, but it's kind of in the middle. Like, that's where all three of these games kind of hang. Like, they're not a full, like, fuck this, but also it's like I'm uninstalling all of them anyways. Like, none of them are worth my time, and I don't think they're worth yours either. Um, Am I was interesting. Blind Drive was fucking great once I got into it. Black Book Endless Battles was, it at least had the gameplay of Black Book underpinning it, even if it wasn't very well designed for that. Um, Zombies and Keys was fun, like turn off your brain kind of shit. Tuncha had like fun combat, very gorgeous art. Um, Circadian Dice was a fucking delightful surprise. Like, this series does have like highlights for sure. Teacup and Space Bandit probably, like, Teacup, Space Bandit, and Ampersat was probably the strongest bunch overall, and then after that it kind of has wavered. And this is my least favorite of the bunch, unfortunately. So sorry, but gotta save my peace. And my piece is, um, I'm currently uninstalling all three of them as we. Bye bye, Mayhem and Single Valley. I thought were going to be a strong headliner, cause Tiny Build published you and the art is great, but alas. Um, Tech Deck I thought was gonna be like a chill little game. I mean, if you get into it, possibly it will be, but, like, again, don't care. You didn't really sell me at the jump, and first impressions do in fact matter. And then KByte I thought was gonna be like a cute little game as well. Again, at precision platform. I didn't even know it was a precision platformer going, and I knew it was a platformer, but not that it was a precision platformer. Then I would have been like warning signs in my head, because there are just so many bad ones. There are just so many bad indie precision platformers. It's like the ones that pull from Celeste tend to be very strong. Like Right is fantastic. Sunblaze is fantastic. KByte, alas, is not. It's just a rage game. It's just a bad rage game, which the genre can be so much more than that. So they're all going to Psy collection on my Steam library. Disappointments all around. Just a very disappointing stream. Which again, I hope speaks to the fact that I'm not trying to, like, be rude devs on this series. This is just my first impressions, what I think are games that are worth. Let me actually give them a try kind of thing, right? To see which ones are kind of worth the salt, and none of these three are, by my estimate. I would not recommend any of them. So now I'm just getting rid of them out of, like, all of the Steam collections that are for, like, games I'm not, like, basically just where I can quickly say, like, oh, what games have I not tried yet? I've now tried all three of them. Cannot recommend any of them. Like, again, the pixel art in KByte is really fucking nice. It's a shame that it sucks as a game. Like, it's a very inventive, like, pixel art stuff. Like, they jump between, like, aesthetics and color palettes and shit with that game. Really nice, but like, people are gonna be able to tell that this was not a good bunch by the runtime of this, so sorry, folks. Sorry, folks and cowpokes, but I didn't find a hidden gem in here. I'm sorry. So, there are no diamonds in this rough. It is just rough.